In March of 2019, I traveled to Guadalajara, Mexico to make a book under the guidance of my good friend Clemente and Impronta Casa Editora, an independent press and editorial house focused on the book and the sensory experience involved with reading. With Clemente and the Impronta team, I was able to imagine, design, and author a book under the artistic and specialized expertise of Impronta. The name of my book is Caravan, and it explores the diverse paths we take to find belonging and community. Through visual, English, and Spanish languages, the story of communities and their journeys to find a place to plant their feet and root their families is at the core of my book. Carefully made of minimal words, plus multiple images, my book was made using special antique machinery, including an Intertype C4 machine, a 115-year-old Heidelberg press, and a Ludlow typographic machine. Additionally, I included my hand-carved linoleum block prints that I learned specifically for this book. I was able to realize my book, but only with the collaboration and guidance of my friends at Impronta and their expertise in design and specialized printing presses. Caravan is inspired by a variety of experiences and observations. There were several motivations I had for this book, including my interest in experimenting with printmaking processes. Not only did I learn lino cut carving, but I learned about other printmaking processes which I eventually used for my book. My colleague, Matt Forrest, a professor of printmaking, assisted me in turning my paintings into photo silk screens, which eventually became the polymer plate prints, which were used to produce the images of the caravans of people in my book. There were additional motivations, including a recent visit to Teotihuacan, a place I identify as the ancient home of my ancestors. On my visit to Teotihuacan in 2018 with my longtime partner Javier, I sketched the Pyramid of the Sun, which became a motif I used in my book to speak about my pride and my Mexican roots. And finally, I wanted my book to have a special handcrafted quality that could only be created using the rare and antique letterpress and typeset machines housed at Impronta. Spending 3 weeks in Guadalajara and consulting with my friend Clemente and Impronta's team was such a unique experience, and one that I wanted to express through the creation of my book. Immersed in the repetitive sounds of the letterpress machines and the daily rhythms of Guadalajara, the workers and the machines was a privilege and a dream for me as a Chicana artist, and one that I will never forget. Using few words in poetry, I examined the word caravan and the way it's been used by the current administration under Trump during the early stages of his presidency. In his tweets and the media, this administration rallied conservatives and the far right by creating a sense of fear of the other as he warned of caravans of people coming to the border. The scapegoating of immigrants and the negative characterizations of Mexicans specifically sparked a desire in me to contrast these negative images and stereotypes of immigrants and Latinos. My main motivation of this book was to magnify humanity in this process of finding one's sense of place and belonging. Upon closer view, the individuals are people we know. I drew from photos I had collected of my toddler niece looking at me as she ate a piece of candy, or my nephew with his toddler son Eli, and my elderly father Manuel with his cane. In the caravan of great masses of people, I hope we all see ourselves and those we know and love, and acknowledge the lengths we go to find our sense of place and belonging.